and Thursday edition, February 6th, 2025. You are welcome once again to Bystanders at the newsstand. All of our viewers, we appreciate you like I always say every morning. We love you, we thank you. You are the king and queens on this particular platform. You are the reason why we are here. All of our esteemed viewers, those that are watching us live and those that will watch after the end of the program, we appreciate you equally. We love you and we thank you for always standing by us every morning, Mondays to Saturdays, 8:30, 9. That's the morning edition of Bystanders at the newsstand. And all of our other programs I always post on this particular YouTube page. Watch them. Entertainment, they are informative. You can also watch them too. All on Flip TV, we have the best available programs that any channel can offer. So you are welcome to Bystanders at the newsstand once again. Good morning to all of our viewers. Riwan Olasukomi is my name. If you put Chukwebuka, yes, you understand where I'm coming from. Live from Ogba, Ikeja, Lagos, West Africa, Africa. You are welcome once again. Thank you for always watching us. So let me start by reading from the major headlines from different newspapers. Like I do that every morning. I have 5 major newspapers every morning: The Punch, The Nation, The Vanguard, Daily Trust, and the Tribune. 2 hard copies and 3 soft copies. So today I have 3 soft copies of The Tribune, The Nation, and Daily Trust. Then the 2 hard copies of The Punch here and the Vanguard newspaper. So let me read from the Tribune soft copy this morning. That's my first paper this morning. Bad news once again. Fire kills 17 children, injures 16 others in Zamfara Almajiri school. Fire kills 17 children, injures 16 other children in Zamfara Almajiri school. These are the front pages of Nigerian Tribune. It says again, government officials paid 100% for same hospital project 5 years without construction. ICPC. It means Independent Court Passes Commission are saying that government officials paid 100% for same hospitals project for 5 years. They did nothing. Says another listed wife, son, in-law on payroll. Like PDP governors, PDP BOT endorses Ude Okoye as national secretary. Wants him sworn in immediately. Is an invitation to anarchy. Anyanwu say that's PDP problem. Tinubu approves his 5 years retirement for age for doctors and healthcare workers. Declare Ondo Oil Policy Coastal Community Disaster Zone. Reps tell federal government. Suspended Ogumonach faced to meet bail conditions remanded in Ilaro prison. Oh yeah, they okay suta, but I call him Asenwo. Tinubu rise Senate 6 budget of 225 to 5.42 trillion naira. And CBN receipts BDC to 1 dealer bank per week for $25,000. That's $25,000 FX purchase. Let me go to the Daily Trust. Bad news is on the front pages here. How 16 children died, 16 injured in Zamfara school fire. I've reported that on the Nigerian Tribune. Is also here. They also show the fire. And Tinubu to present Tinubu raises 25 budget to 54.2 trillion naira. It has been raised. Nigerians, listen to me. Tinubu has raised our budget this year 2025 to 54.2 trillion. And CBN receives BDCs to $25,000 FX weekly. Senate okay sack of 3 recs. And what regards to Trump's veto for US to take over Gaza Strip. Let me go to my last soft copy this morning. Tinubu to hold talk with French leader Macron in Paris. And Senate OK's sack of Abia Adamawa Sokoto Rex. Rwanda distribute 1.28 billion shares to stakeholders. Bagudu, why Tinubu raised budget to 4 oh why Tinubu raised 25 budget by 4.52 trillion. It has been raised. I've read it this morning. Anyanwu Ude Okoye few split PDP. And you can see Ned Nwoko has joined the APC from the PDP. Now before I read them from my hard copy this morning, Mr. Olajide is here. Good morning. We are glad to have you particular morning. And if you are watching, click on your like button. Click on your like button this morning. Have you like? Click on like button this morning. 60 people are online. Secession. Nigeria did not learn from civil war, Dogara. So nobody has given me this morning. Let me read from the hard copy this morning. The Punch is here this morning. It says, Thursday edition of the Punch. It says, PDP Secretary Wike camp kicks as BOT backs governor. Secession. Nigeria did learn from civil war, Dogara. I did not say that. Secession. Nigeria did learn from civil war, Dogara. Transporters, NLC chapter, CUC rejects highway tolling. Dangote refinery, FCPC differ as an NNPC insists on fuel imports. Refinery export jet fuel to Saudi Aramco. 54 trillion budget. Export divided over raise. FG had 4.5 trillion agreed infrastructure funds. President submits reviewed budget. MTF to NAS. Federal government votes more for BOI orders. These are the bad news that I read this morning. 60 children were killed and 17 injured in Islamic school in Zamfara. These are the pictures on the front page of the Punch this morning. Tinubu demands school safety as fire kills 17 in Zamfara Islamic school. It is here. Edo Tribunal, INEC lists 5 witnesses over governor poll. Nollywood filmmaker jailed 5 years for drug trafficking and Ogun assault. Falana receives elderly victim, plans charge against remanded monarch. That's on the front pages of the Punch this morning. Let me read my final hard copy here. It is a Vanguard. Lagos Assembly crisis. Miranda survives as Tinubu fails to meet GAC team. GAC meets, it means Governors Advisory Council. Good morning, Mr. Akunle. You are here this morning. Some estranged ECOWAS members may hope to return. Presidency, electoral fraud, constituency versus done. Professor Udu to 3 years imprisonment. And it says, expert warns of dangers as Tinubu jacks up 25 budget to 54.2 trillion naira this morning. Our government officials paid for one hospital project 5 times. ICPC chairman is saying that. ICPC means Independent Court Passes Commission. Their chairman is saying that this morning. Here, petrol edge depot price dropped by 2.7% to 895 per litre. PDP crisis. BOT orders NWC to swear in Ude Okoye as National Secretary, and Super Eagles receive Okoye boost ahead Rwanda Zimbabwe ties. These are all on the front pages of the paper this morning. Bad news, bad news, bad news everywhere in Nigeria this particular morning. All of our viewers, we must appreciate you. And thank you for always watching us this morning. Omo Odua, good morning, sir. Thanks for always watching us every morning. King Joe Ogba, good morning. We love you. We appreciate you, King Joe Ogba, this particular morning. Lady G saying good morning. Yes, we are glad to have you this morning. Omo Odua, I've greeted you. I've greeted you. Dr. Okwoji, good morning. We are glad to have you this morning. Mazi David Tunde Okafo, good morning. We are glad to have you this morning. Mr. Adije Longe, good morning. Chukwe Jukunwewu, all of you come online, but good morning. I'm greeting you now. Many Jeff Obi, Mr. Ola Adewale, good morning. Ogupi Onoha, good morning. All of you that are coming online, just good morning. I'm greeting you, good morning, good morning, good morning. Akabogu Clement. Good morning, Flip TV crews. Keep up doing the good work. Yes, Mr. Akabogu Clement. Good morning this particular morning. As you're coming on, I'll be greeting you this particular morning. So, this morning, I've been at work since 3 a.m. Somebody said yesterday, Riwan, you don't always report good news. Every time, it's always bad news about Nigeria. So this morning, I woke up by 3 a.m. Nigerian time. Let me search for any good news that I can report to our viewers. I've been searching from 3 a.m. till up to 8:30. I didn't see any good news. So it's not my fault. Whatever I see on the paper, I thought I will report. Really why you don't like Nigeria? Really why you don't like this government? Really why you like reporting good news? I woke up this morning 3:16 a.m. to look for good news. I did not see any this morning. I'm on live program. So it is how it is in this particular morning. So we must be very, very careful as Nigerians. What somebody said, Riwan, every time it's always bad news. But let me bring in my first reviewer this morning.
You can't deceive the people now. News now. If they're like bad news, won't you say it?
Let me bring in Mr. Olajide this morning. But I think let me find a way to read this particular news for Nigerians this particular morning. Because we must read that news to them. So I want them to have an idea of where it's coming from. That Nigeria has not learned anything from the civil war. It is coming from Yakubu Dogara, the former speaker of the House of Assembly from Bauchi State. That's what he said, that Nigeria has not learned anything from the civil war that happened in Nigeria. So let me see if I can read that news here this morning. If I cannot read it there, we go, and then I'll later look for it this particular morning. Can I see the news this morning? It's on the Punch newspaper. Nigeria has not learned anything from the civil war, coming from Yakubu Dogara. But let's start from that this morning. If I sit, I'm going to read it for our viewers to have an idea of where I'm coming from. No, I'm not seeing it. It's on the Punch. I'm not seeing it. But let's start from there this morning. Do you think that Nigeria has learned anything from the civil war? Because Yakubu Dogara said, no, you have not learned anything. You are still doing the same thing over and over again. Let me start from you, Mr. Lagbe, this morning.
Good morning, our viewers on Flip TV platform. And good morning, Mr. Riwan. Yes, Nigeria has learned, as far as I'm concerned, Nigeria has learned from the experience of the civil war. In the sense that we knew that this is a war that consumes a number of people, thousands, millions of people. People have. So Nigeria has learned from the civil war. What happened there was a massive. What happened there was a destruction of life and property. So Nigeria has learned from it. The civil war cut across every part of the country. People were killed in the east, people were killed in the north, people were killed in the west, in the south. Every part of the country, people were killed. So to say that Nigeria has never learned, I don't agree with that. Nigeria has learned from it. Only that we have some bad leaders who are still trying to bring the same situation that happened then back. That's what happened. But the Nigeria plan that we learned, we knew the number of corpses, millions that we have to cope with in time of burial. We know the starvation, the impoverishment, what happened, you know. So Nigeria's land is a disaster. It's a loss that Nigeria will never allow to happen again unto them. But whether that will happen now depends on the leadership we have. But that we have not learned anything. We were terribly, in a sense of sorry. People came to our rescue all over the world, and they pray that we never go to such an expense again. So that's why we are saying the country as it is, let us go peacefully by restructuring. Or if that do not work, let everybody go peacefully on his own.
Johnny Menane, good. You guys are doing well. Nigeria is sinking every day. Mr. Johnny Menane, good morning. We are glad to have you. Mr. Nathaniel Abu, Good morning. We are glad to have you. Mr. Lawale, I greeted you this morning, but good morning from the P State. Billy in the world. Good morning, Mr. Billy in the world. We are glad to have you. As you are online, click on that like button. Let's have conversation. As the country really learned anything from the civil war. Nigeria for Igbale in the hands of graduates. I'll be sorry for the bad news. So continue.
Yes, like I said, what happened there?
Mr. Nade Abu said that Nigeria has learned nothing from the civil war. Something that led to that war is repeating itself again. Quite unfortunate. Borders, we don't have leaders, please.
Yes.
They were saying that. Continue.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. What led to the civil war? Political rascality among the politicians. So some military officers now felt, let's clean the system. That's what happened.
Mr. Godson, good morning to Mr. Godson from Denmark. We are glad to have you. As you are coming, like and share, then drop your comments. We are having conversation. Continue, sir.
Yeah, like I said now, what led to the civil war? Political rascality, political stupidity on behalf of politicians, fighting themselves, calling themselves. So military officers now felt, let's cleanse the system by saying the first coup. But unfortunately, the first coup they staged now even brought us to where we are now, because the regional government we had, that everybody was going on his own pace, leaving the special government to be doing their own. The regional government was abolished. We were fused into one party state, which is called central government, federal government, unitary system. That's the so-called federal, which is not federal, unitary system of government. So that rascality of the politicians is what led us to first civil war. And I agree with the viewers that the same politicians are doing the same thing now. They are still messing up the country, stealing our money, making life extremely hard for people. So what I will now ask the military not to do then, which we did then, was to come into a social and group. Let us begin to continue in this democratic process. Before you know it, new leaders will continue to come up and be upstaging the old ones. And before you know it, things will begin to take shape. I would just advise the military to stay in their barracks. Let them intervene as they did in the first republic.
Okay, as a Democrat, you don't want to see anything like a military incursion.
No, it was the military that brought us to where we are now, Mr. Riman. If military has not intervened, if they have not destroyed the regional system of government we had, the military could abolish the regional government we have. Southwest.
In the world, do we have leaders in Nigeria?
Of course, there are leaders in Nigeria. It's only the system that's bringing up leaders have not been allowed to emerge through a credible process. The process through which our leaders are emerging has not been credible enough. Mr. Edman, you can look at when you be handling this the event, this Flip TV matter, when it took over. New number of people that have begin to watch this TV. Last December, look at the number of people that bless us. It's a leadership on your part. That's a leadership quality on your part. I must credit you on that. If you have not been doing well, who will remember us abroad? The number of things you are blessed with. I personally, through you, knew that. You're a part of it. Dr. Ugo, what this is. And also to many people here. That's an example of leadership you are talking about. In your own little way, your own leadership is bringing blessings to people. We were blessed by your leadership of handling this program, this TV program event you are handling now. That's the leadership on your own part. So if you have leadership in different parts, like I'm using as an example now, Mr. Riman, things will change. There are leaders in the country. You're an example. I'm an example too. I'm talking about you. The little one where you got a place where you're doing it now. In such a way that it brought blessings to people. So there are leaders in this country. Only the process through which those leaders are emerging have not been credible enough. It has been corrupt system. If you have a credible system whereby two leaders can emerge, whereby we screen out the bad ones, good ones emerge, and attend ends of affairs. Mr. I'm telling you, we're going to see new changes and developments in the life of people. So there are leaders in the country. I'm not one of those people that will say, no leaders. No, they are good leaders, but the credibility of the process by which they emerge is what we should work upon, so that those bad ones can be identified and sifted out, and the best one is like shortlisting. It's like an interview. They invite a lot of people. They make them go through interview. They shortlist some people, screen off some people. There is the same process. Let that process emerge so that credible people can be emerged and then put this position of policy and then check whether they are monitored and followed. I'm telling you, things will begin to turn around. So there are good leaders in Nigeria. So on the issue of civil war, we have learned only our politicians should change. But if they don't change, let us continue to engage with them. That's why we should not abandon the system for them, saying we are tired, leave them to it. No! This is what we are doing is our own contribution by talking, by giving advices, by commenting, and criticizing them constructively, so that they can do the right thing, so that we can begin to say new changes. So, but let ministry not come and intervene again. Let them stay their barrack. As we continue to involve in that process, we will begin to remove bad ones, new ones begin to replace them, and before you know it, we begin to have a new good development, new government, new people in leadership that begin to bring new development, better development to the life of the people, and Nigeria begin to change. That's why I always sacrifice every money to come here and contribute my own quota, because this is what I'm doing is a contribution of my quota to make sure that the system is cleansed, is purged, so that those who are in government can be hearing us, we the people on the street, we the Nigerians, that this is the sort of thing you are doing that's not okay. Maybe who knows, God can use our talk to touch their hearts and change and begin to see new development. So as for the civil war, we have learned from it, but we will continue to engage the politicians, or to displace those bad ones from government, and we the good ones take over and begin to bring leadership. But let ministry not come again and intervene. No, let them send their barracks. As for the leader, they are leaders in Nigeria, good leaders in Nigeria.
I don't know if you can give me the nation, the point.
Yes.
I can read it out. I'm not seeing it online.
Okay, okay.
Yes. Let's go to the issue. There's a crisis in Osun State too, where ownership crisis or land community crisis, and two warring communities are fighting themselves.
Yes.
How does that kind of news come to you?
Mr. Arilman, it happened in the hometown of former chief of army staff, late Lieutenant General Lagbaja, Taori Lagbaja, Ilobu, and one other community around. They fought heavily, just that they killed and destroyed many lives and property. Communal clashes that have been the order of the day in Nigeria. Communities will rise up against themselves. Some years ago, we had some in South around Akwa Ibom and Cross River State. Many communities there. Even in River State, Delta State, there are many communities, even in Igboland. So these are things that normally happen in our country. But if you ask me what's the reason behind it, it's because the leadership is a leadership failure. Otherwise, if there's a contention, if there's a disagreement, the leadership of those two towns, of those two countries, of those nations, of those two towns can meet themselves and set up a committee to peacefully reverse.
The point. I want to read something from the point.
So, leadership of those two towns can come together peacefully and result without allowing to result into loss of life and property. But because leadership failure, again, that we're talking about, that's why in those two towns, they have obas, traditional rulers, and their chiefs. Why can't those two traditional rulers set up committee among themselves and reconcile that matter peacefully without allowing to degenerate into destruction of life and property? But because the leadership failure on both parts, on both two towns, that happen. We should not allow, once you have a leadership in the why is the presence of leadership in any community? It's to derive and bring peaceful settlement of things. But whereby the leadership fail, they take side. That's where the matter break down to law. The breakdown it results in breakdown of law and order. Yes, it results in breakdown of law and order.
So let me see where I can
that topic.
Okay, it is here. Former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Yakubu Dogara, has expressed concern that Nigeria has not learned from the lessons of the Civil War, as evidenced by the rise of secessionist movement in the country. In his keynote address at the World Interfaith Harmony Week Conference and Awards, held at the Trenchard Hall, University of Ibadan, Oyo State, Dogara said that the lack of effective nation building independence has led to the emergence of groups advocating for. He mentioned names like movement for the emancipation of Nigeria Delta men, indigenous people of Biafra, Oduduwa People's Congress, others. He wants to see Nigeria as one. That's his own opinion. Yakubu Dogara. It is here on the pages of the Punch newspaper, so you can.
Yes.
Have you learned anything?
Yeah, it's very good. It's very. In fact, by reading the content of that message, I'm now able to discuss better. I'm able to discuss this topic. Yes. Dogara is from Bauchi State.
But yes.
I think if I'm not mistaken, I don't know his tribe. Maybe it's a Fulani or I don't know his tribe. Let himself be truthful to himself. Is every tribe of this country, do they believe other Nigerians they are as equal, partner, as equal citizens like themselves? There's some interest. There's a particular set of people in Nigeria who believe they are Lord. They are to govern, they are to conquer, they are to dominate, they are to lord themselves over the rest. And they are the first class, others are second class, third class. And everything must be in their own interest. Everything must be according to them. The rest must be under them. Wherever we have such a tendency, such belief, such mindset of one section of the country trying to dominate the rest of the country will not join them in building a country. Let's be the guy that knows that. So if there's an element of such a mindset in some section of the country that they must build the country of different classes of Nigerians, where they are first class, others are second class, third class, and they must be dominating the rest. Others, where I belong, will not join them in building a nation called Nigeria. So let him go to his people and address that matter. Now look, my people, the rest part of the country, they are equally like you. Don't dominate. Drop this your tendency that it must be you. You must look.
Dr. Okwo is getting you are closing now.
Yes. Dr. Okwo, good morning, sir.
Mr. Ago said Nigeria needs action, not too much talk. Mr. Dudokafo is getting everybody here.
Yes.
For the second said, after the Civil War, the British manipulated Nigeria's government. It told me that marginalization of Igbo is the way to stop them from leaving Nigeria. And that's because black man can't take well. Okay, now let's close now. Your final thought.
Yes, my final thought is that because some section of the country are making a no going back agenda of dominating, suppressing the rest tribe. That's why other tribe will not agree with them to build a united Nigeria. But if they can drop their mindset of it is all that must dominate, that must rule, it must be us, the rest must be under us, then Nigerians, other tribes can join them in building Nigeria. That's why we are asking for a true federal state whereby every region, every national nationality have their limited autonomy, and then the center just to handle things that will unite us. But otherwise, Nigeria will not join hands in building a country whereby I will be second class, third class citizen. Dr. Ukwoji, sir, where you are, may God bless you. You are blessed and your family. The blessing of God will remain permanent in your life. I am Mr. Uji Olajide. My conclusion on this matter is that Nigeria needs to be structured into its two federal states. That's where you can have people building in the country called Nigeria, not in the states whereby everything is upside at the center and people want to dominate and lord themselves over the rest. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's good. I'm looking at my time. Good morning, sir. You can come in. Other people are there. Good morning, sir.
Yes, my name is Anse Asa. Greeting to all our viewers, Dr. Ukwoje, Mr. Tunde Okafo, Omodua, and all the rest. May God bless you, beauty of the world. All of you, may God bless you.
I want you to hear to this statement from Mr. Fodesako, who said that after the Civil War, the British manipulated Nigerian government into believing that marginalization of the Igbo is the way to stop them from leaving Nigeria, and that's because black man cannot. Do you believe that the Igbos are marginalized in Nigeria?
It's not. It's the reality. It's the reality. It is visible. Right from the ending of the war till today, it is very, very clear that Igbos are marginalized. And if you travel out, you go to some embassy of Nigeria, you will notice and you will know that Igbos are marginalized. It did not start today. This is a very long story, even up till now. The thing is looking as if Igbos are not marginalized because many Igbos are not even interested in politics or in government. If you go to East, many areas that are developed were developed by individuals, not government. It is communities that contribute money to develop their area because if they wait for government, it is no-go area. So Igbos are very well marginalized. Not only even marginalized, there is even hatred on them. So that is it.
Now the question is that what is the way out for Nigeria?
The way out, Nigerians are not speaking, they are not even speaking well till now. You see a man there, you just read a man that say Nigerians did not learn from civil war. You just read it now. And the man is from North.
Former House of Reps Speaker Yakubu Dogara.
Okay. And mentioning, he say, he talk about Biafra and the agitation of Oduduwa, Niger Delta. That's what he say, you know. He's telling Oduduwa and others saying that they did not learn from the war. It means we are coming again. To do what? To dominate. We are the only Nigerian. The rest don't have rights. We are the only people we are born to rule. You did not learn from the killing, genocide that happened in the past. That is why he didn't, if you look very well, he didn't mention Fulanis that are troubling Nigeria, that are terrorizing Nigeria, that are killing Nigeria all over. He did not say, for example, Fulanis that are killing from bush to bush.
Mr. Nana Abu said, why really destroy Nigeria and our economy? But under Tinubu, it is 3 times more worse. The guys in position and they know that now. Mischievous and deceiver, they know that Nigeria is unworkable and irredeemable, but their selfish interests won't let them speak the truth. Do you agree with them for the circle?
That is
you see that the guys in position, I know that now.
Yes.
Mischievous and deceiver, they know that Nigeria is unworkable and irredeemable, but their selfish interests won't let them speak the truth.
That is true. He said the truth. You know the man I'm talking about. You see, he didn't mention about people that are troubling Nigeria. I'm telling you that he didn't talk about Fulanis that are troubling the peace of Nigeria, that goes from bush to bush, are killing Nigerians every day. Ebonyi State, they went to church and killed so many people. If paper didn't even carry it, paper didn't even talk about it. I don't know if paper talk about it now. So that's how they are killing in the forests of Yoruba land, in the forests of Igbo land. That's where you have from the north, you have new terrorists, you have old terrorists, you have all the group that are causing trouble to Nigeria. This man didn't talk about them. He said Nigeria did not learn lesson from the war. He mentioned Oduduwa, he mentioned agitation of Niger Delta, he mentioned Biafra. He didn't talk about what his brothers are doing, about how his brothers are troubling Nigeria, sharing the blood of Nigerians, killing Nigerians, slaughtering Nigerians, treating them like a goat. The man didn't mention it. He talked as a master that is warning his, his slaves that you didn't learn from punishment of the past. Is to tell them we are coming again to submit to you onto our dictatorship and leadership. See the statement.
Now, how government officials paid for one, this is a bad news coming from Nigeria. ICPC means Independent Corrupt Practices Commission. They said that our government officials paid for one hospital project 5 times.
They spent 5 times.
They paid for one hospital project.
Yes.
5 times.
Let me tell you, my moderator.
Now let me explicate that on Tribune. Vanguard said in their own way, they said our government officials paid for one hospital 5 times. That's the project. Now I like Tribune, so they said government officials paid 100% for same hospital project 5 times without construction. 5 times for one hospital, they did not even construct it. Since another listed his own wife, his son, and his in-law on payroll. How does that come to you?
That's why somebody say Nigeria need action, not talking. One of our viewers said we need action, not talking. But who will come up with action? Nigerians are intimidated.
And Sunday, good morning, sir. And Olusegun Victor, good morning from Madrid, the Spanish capital.
Yes.
Good morning. No, okay. Dr. Koji, I'll ask him to do your comments about that.
Yes.
It's closing.
Yes.
Mr. God said, no further infrastructure in the entire southeast of Nigeria. Mr. Adoje Loge, I've greeted you this morning. We said, good morning from France, Mr. Coordinator and the reviewer. Shalom.
Yes.
Shalom to you.
Shalom
Please,
to you. Yes.
As you are coming, like button and let's have conversation.
Yes.
This morning. Continue.
So Nigerians are intimidated. Nigerians are caged. There is no protest. You can't protest. You can't do whatever. You just take whatever you see. In Nigeria today, you are born, you grow, suffer, and die like a strangled animal without saying a word. Whatever government is saying they are doing, they do it. Whatever expenditure, spending 5 times they do it. Whatever they tell you, you take it. You just keep on moving like a mumu. Because if you talk, police are there. If you say a word, army is for them. If you say another thing, justice is for them. Everything is for them. The only thing that belongs to citizen is order. Move, you move. Sit down, you sit down. Stand up, you stand up. So they're doing whatever please them to do.
Good morning, Mr. Honors Cooper. God bless Nigeria. That is what Mr. Anthony Honors Cooper. You are welcome. Good morning. Continue.
Yes,
you are closing.
God bless Nigeria. God has already even blessed Nigeria. I think it's for Nigeria now to bless themselves. God bless Nigeria. Tell me what Nigeria doesn't have. They have everything. All the mineral resources. They have intellectual men. They have wise men all over. God blessed Nigeria greatly. But the only problem is Nigeria leaders. They are the only problem that Nigeria have. It looks as if Nigerians are not blessed because of Nigerian leaders. What does it take? If you can't do well, if you are incapable to lead Nigeria well, you are not the only citizen. You can even step down. You can even resign. And let us look for an intelligent, gifted man that is capable to take this country to the promised land. That is it. So we have everything in Nigeria, but Nigerians are intimidated. Nigerians are, it's as if they are, what will I say? They are caged. Nigerians are today caged. See, people are dying for hunger everywhere. See, people are running, many that are running business, they are not even meeting up. The business is not working at all. See the hiking of everything. Price of everything is going up every day. Phone call, is it transport? Is it fuel? Is it food items? Just mention it. Everything is going high. Overtax everywhere. And you can't say a word. You can't even come out and say, my leaders, we are tired of this situation. What country is that?
Okay. Thanks so much for coming. Let me have Mr. Kunle this morning. Mr. Kunle, good morning, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Good to be with you, and thank you very much for being there for us. And I thank the viewers too. God bless you all, anywhere you are.
Political crisis in Lagos. GAC failed to meet, according to my source here. Let me have the fact here about the source. GAC leaders failed to meet. That means Miranda will continue as Lagos Assembly crisis. Vanguard newspaper. Miranda survives as Tinubu fails to meet GAC. That means Governors Advisory Council. What are your opinions about that?
My opinion is the status quo. The status quo still stands as it is. The lady Miranda will still continue to be the speaker, and I think Obasa has to now succumb as it is now, because the power that be from the top now have proved it now that they prefer Miranda to be on that stage, because once the opportunity given and you lose that opportunity to regain him back, will always be issues and issues. And that is average politicians for you. That is what average politician trend on. And I can tell you what is going on in political space in Nigeria now is not ought to be. And a lot is happening underground, even among us here. Because I was so shocked when David can be saying he's still collecting some grants from the APC people, and you come here and be castigating Kunle is APC.
I'm coming. David collect some grants from APC?
APC people, yes. He's collecting grants. He said it from Tokweja, all sort of things. Me, that I don't even know anybody in APC, as an independent voters, and I just vote for who my mind deemed fit to vote for. That was how I've been doing right from onset. I did it for Jonathan when it came out with I have no shoe, I have no this thing. I did it to Buhari as a new sheriff that later turned to another thing that we never expected. So to me, you see, the more you look, the less you see. That is the Nigerian really slogan, because all these people that are coming throwing joke, throwing fallacy news, throwing fake news for you, don't believe until you do the needful. Even Lucky himself still went to Salausa to meet some of the top-notch APC there.
Why are you calling names? I mean,
I had to call them out because they are already first.
I wish they were
there. Yeah, they cannot deny. I challenge him there. I challenge him on the platform.
I've not seen him.
I challenge all of them. Okay. Now you people are hiding under this name, and you are calling out, say Kule voted for APC, Kule voted for APC. But me, I would nobody can change my mind, say who I want to vote for. It is my choice, and it's always been my choice. I don't collect any dime from anyone. I don't go to their party house to go and queue and collecting anything. It's my choice to fix anybody I know that can fix Nigeria. To vote for anybody that I know can fix Nigeria as it is. And the way things are going now, you could see there's not love any longer. There's tribal ethnicity, there's religious ethnicity, and there's crisis all over. Killing. Is that the country that will now, when somebody is coming to set it, to set the agenda of freedom for me, so you now say I should not vote for him. So I rest my case on that.
Who do you want to see? Do you want to see, in your opinion, Miranda continue or Obasa?
Miranda, I said it all over. Miranda, she has come to stay. Because for Tinubu to have absconded from that GAG party, GAG meeting, I mean, the deed has been done already. So Miranda is the new speaker now, and she will continue to be the new speaker, except she was impeached, or she got impeached as well. So to me, let's close that case. Okay. We have a female speaker now as it is. Okay. State House of Assembly.
Okay. Bad news. 5 fire kills 17 children and injured 16 others in Zamfara Magic School. How does that come? That's a bad news. How does that come to it?
It's always a bad news. But I think that's what I'm saying. Why the bad news is happening? Because of the crowds, because of the number we have that we cannot take care of ourselves. Because as I'm saying things now,
do you think that we have a population problem?
There's a population problem. 250 million premature people, premature leaders.
How many leaders? China, India, Indonesia? How many are the USA?
Hear me well. I said premature leaders.
How do you mean by that?
Our leaders are not matured enough, because if they are matured enough, they will know that politics is not all about self-centered. Politics is not all about grab everything alone. Are you the one dishing out how many times they fixed up a clinic, hospitals with billions of naira? I think you just dish it out now. I think we have to touch on that to know what I'm saying about callosity of these leaders. We say we have callosity of these what's it called, civil servants, because they are the ones that always put all these people on the corruption page system, that this is how they do it. Any federal government appointee that just came in, They are the local government people, the civil servant people, and they are still being the one that will be crying out loud that their salary can't take them home, and so every facet of Nigeria is decay. And I'm telling you, the population census that we have to have, when last did we do population? Because some people want to have that population, and some people are holding forth that no, you can't have it for now because of the agenda they want to, input into that population. And I could remember under Jonathan, we would have done that easily. When they call Ojogu or what's it called, Ojugu, that was chairman of Nigerian Brewery then, Jonathan invited him to come and be in charge of the population census. And the man made a statement that went contrary to the other side of the region there in the north, and all eyes on him then, sack him, Mr. President, you must sack this guy, Mr. President, you must sack this guy, until Jonathan succumbed to them and he sacked that man. Since then, we've never had a population census since then. So is that a country that you think will work without statistics? There's no statistic for us to even know how we manage our...
The problem is that the question is that do you think you have a leadership problem or a population problem?
We have leadership problems and we have population problem. The population problem is we don't even know who we are. The Boko Haram, the bandit, the Fulani, let us know who are the real Nigerian Fulani. Let us know who are the real Niger Fulani. Let us know who are the real Chad Fulani. And the President Buhari has demonstrated it for us that we have races of Fulani among them. That was why the other time he took along one of these top-notch from the north to Chad to go and pacify with them, to block all this Boko Haram entrance to Nigeria. So we have a lot of problem on the ground. We don't know ourselves, my brother. A foreigner can easily come in now. He will turn himself to Nigeria. Nobody know. He will even get. In fact, he will get the identity card, Nigerian identity card, before you that you are even citizen of Nigeria. That was why Fela always tell us, say, who be citizen? Anybody where you know say be citizen, make a come out.
Now let's talk on this final question. Let's talk about that. Has Nigeria learned anything from the civil war? Because Dogara, our former speaker, said Nigeria didn't learn nothing from the civil war. Do you think that you have learned anything, or we are still progressing back as a nation?
We've not really learned anything about the civil war. Like that, with the state actors we are having now, right?
Mr. Adije Longe said that Mr. Kunle will vote for Tinubu again in 2027 election. Mr. Dogara is greeting you. Mr. Dogara said that Nigeria is already finished. Yeah. Will you vote for Tinubu once again in 2027?
See, me have said it all, and that is if there is going to be election.
Oh. There will not be election?
Maybe we will have decentralized ourselves because the way things are going. Do we want to start with another maladministration of governance that cannot be stable? Because as it is, some people are ready to progress, some people are ready to remain stagnant. You people too, I think we should put our thinking cap on. If Nigeria wants to be okay, it will have been okay far some years back. But some people don't want it to be okay. Some people are matching that clutch of, the stagnancy, while some people want to move. How can it possible to be okay? So what I'm saying now is, what we need is, let us bring all ourselves. Bring Chukwuemeka, bring Kunle, bring Nasiru, bring anybody you feel bring Chuks, bring from South, bring everybody together and say, oh boy, since we have been doing this federalism, what benefit have we seen in it? Since we have been doing this federalism, is it not impoverishing us more and more? Since we have been doing this federalism, are we not retarding back with corruption? Are we not retarded? Are we not being retarded with corruption? So it's a question to answer every one of us, because the kleptomania in the hands of this civil servant, in the hands of these politicians, it's enough to kill Nigeria. So we all have to sit down, say, this is our money that some rats have been stealing, some rats have been feasting on. It belongs to all of us. Let us sit down. If you are going to share the cake, let us share the cake. And everybody, if you like, go and finish your cake in a day. It's at your own peril. So to me, anybody that is expecting that the system in Nigeria, without not looking into it to correct the wrongs, Nigeria will still keep the way it is as it is. We just You've been lamenting. I've been lamenting right from Shagari time. Up NEPA, no NEPA, Operation Feed the Nation, structural adjustment program, SAP, all sort of things.
Population has never been a problem of Nigeria, but leaders, everything got in saying that Dr. Okoji said we can't have a leadership problem and population problem at the same time. Local Nigeria Limited, good morning, God bless you, you are welcome. Like what you are doing. Adijaloge said, Kunle, please answer my question because will you vote Tinubu again 2027?
Don't rush me.
No, that's the question from Adijaloge.
Don't rush
Mr.
me.
Ikechukwu Ezabuku Samuel, good morning, Mr. Ikechukwu, you are welcome.
Don't rush me. I know what to do, but I'm not a kid. I know what to do. When it is that time, my mind will tell me what to do. So don't rush me into saying what I don't need to say. So population is our problem for a year now because we don't even know our population as it is now. So once we know our population, how many we have, we can be able to plan well. But as it is now, we can't plan for ourselves because when last did we do population census? And Nigeria will go to that destination if you get it right. So, but to me now, nothing can make Nigeria work with the system we are embarking on. Looting everywhere, no punishment, no deterrent for people that have committed and put them to book. No, so it's a lot of problem that we have on ground.
Okay,
so it's going to take time to.
Okay, Mr. Chinedu, good morning, sir. I'm looking if you are still doing something or I'm just. Okay. Mr. Chinedu, you are welcome to Bystanders at the newsstand this morning. There are some questions, so I've left that question to you for you to answer. But there are some questions that came in from our viewers this morning. Good morning, Mr. Ariwa. Good morning, Mr. Ikechukwu Samuel Ezaku. You are welcome. Kule has left. He did not answer the question this morning. But let me start from this morning. It says. Igbos are blessed to Nigeria, but Igbophobia is a cause to Nigeria. Dr. Okoji made that statement. We are talking about the fact that Yakubu Dogara, the former speaker, have said that Nigeria has not learned anything from the Civil War. That's where we are coming from. But I want to react to this question. Igbos are blessed to Nigeria, but Igbophobia is a cause. Let's start from that. What have you done this morning about that?
No, you see, if you look at I don't take anything that is coming from the north as regards the Igbo factor in Nigeria serious. No matter how highly placed that person is, I don't take any of their word
Quinjo Ogba, my man Chinedu Ariwan, good morning to you and everybody around.
Oh yes,
Quinjo, good morning.
I greet you. You know what I'm saying? I don't take any of their words serious because those who are from the north, who have found themselves in position of authority for a very long time, have not been able to point themselves in their eyes and tell themselves the truth. Nigeria are the one benefiting from illegality. Nigeria trends in illegality. Let me tell you, the Biafra war you saw destroyed Nigeria and reinvented the Igbo people. The Biafra war was the beginning of transformation of the Igbo people. Without that war, Igbos wouldn't have discovered their identity and themselves. As simple as that. What Dogara is saying is that Nigeria is happening to Nigeria and Biafra is happening to Biafrans. It's as simple as that. Nigeria have not learned from the Civil War, but Igbos have learned from the Civil War. The Igbo people have learned from the Civil War. They have learned to move on without any government presence, not any government contribution for over 60 years now, thereabout. So you can see clearly that imagine a situation where these people called Igbos are able to have their own nation. Give them a space of time. If Igbos were in a position of leadership in this country for 60 years, I don't think to an extent, Nigeria will be what it is today. You can verify, you can testify, you can go and do your feasibility studies on this. How Igbos from nothing, from picking nylon on the street after the war, to transformation, what they went through, the suffering, the wilderness experience as a result of that war has made Igbo man a global, entity, figure, identity now. And they have come to embrace the invention that transformed them, and that is Biafra. Whether Nigeria learned or whether Nigeria did not learn, that is their business. But Igbos have learned. Nigeria did not learn anything from the Biafra war, Nigeria-Biafra war, but Biafrans have learned something from that war.
And now, Chukwu Jukunwewu is the only person that knows my name as Chukwebuka here. Good morning, Mr. Chukwu Jukunwewu. You are welcome. For the first time ever, Kunle makes sense. Let everyone go their separate ways and govern themselves as they deem it fit. What is killing some Nigerians is lack of wisdom and foresight. Emmanuel is saying that, Mr. Emmanuel, good morning.
Good morning.
Like. You know that it will not perform, but because of jealousy, envy, and tribalism, you are voting one person and later start complaining when you are suffering. Good morning, Mr. Chinedu from Local Test Nigeria Limited.
Good morning.
Please, we want to tell Tinubu to release Mazinam Dekano and give us Biafra. That's what
yes, the campaign, you can see all the major ethnic nationalities, all the major groups in this country, both within and outside, everybody. Even I was surprised that the head of Celestial Church in Nigeria, was calling for Nnamdi Kanu's release. You can understand that very well. That Nnamdi Kanu has become a symbol of hope. Why they are afraid they don't want to listen to Nnamdi Kanu? They know that, if they listen to Nnamdi Kanu, their influence is gone. Their political influence is gone. Their Fulani agenda will be destroyed. You can see what is happening. So, if Tinubu let him release Nnamdi Kanu. If he doesn't let him leave Nnamdi Kanu. But the quest for sovereignty, you see, Nigerians have come to realize that, Tinubu's government became an embarrassment to so many Yorubas. They felt disappointed that even at that level, he is running the worst government ever in the history of Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu's factor is there. Biafra factor is there. Anybody that's telling you once Nnamdi Kanu is released, the Biafran agitation will stop. That person is not telling you the truth.
Igbos are a blessing, but Igbophobia is a cost to Nigeria. But Okoji is making that statement. Do you agree?
No, but the Igbo, no matter the Igbophobia, no matter how you look at it, the Igbos have thrived in Igbophobia in all parts of Nigeria. They are the illuminating force in anywhere they find themselves, even in the core north. You can see what one of the emir of Jigawa said some time ago about the Igbos. He said in one of the remotest village somewhere in Jigawa, that the only source of light there was an Igbo man with his chemist shop. So anywhere where they find themselves, anywhere where they still want to, bring that environment to civility and responsibility. Igbos don't do tribalism. They don't do this thing. That's why, they're adventurous. They're everywhere. Anyone that is adventurous, they will escape because, as a traveler, somebody who moves from one place to another, you should understand that there's no need to have that harbor tribalism in you, because where you are going to a strange place, and you need to know how you navigate yourself in that place, so that somebody with that kind of orientation will not look at the issue, will not have that tribalistic tendency at all. And that is what the Igbophobia in Nigeria is all about. But inside that, the Igbos has continued to struggle and thrive in Igbophobia in Nigeria.
Good morning, everyone at Flip TV. Precious EKD, we are glad to have you this morning. Good morning, and as you are coming, click on the like button. Let's have a conversation in Nigeria. PDP problem, Mr. Chinedu. PDP is supposed to be the main opposition party in Nigeria. Now, Wike camp kicks as BOT backs governor on PDP secretary. What are your opinions about that?
They will dismantle Wike. I told him, you don't know PDP. Maybe the Wike still they learn. The structures that made Wike is PDP. and they know what to do at the right time. Everything that has to do with Wike's influence in PDP have been dismantled. Let Anyanwu go to court and go to anywhere. Yes, Damagu is also going as the national chairman. PDP need a space so that they be able to have, a clearer view on how to fight for 2027 at the end of the day. I know that when you get to that level, there will be competing interest, ambition, because that is where they are going to actually, have problem whether the merger is going to work, the coalition is going to work or not. But the simple truth, is that Atiku should relax for some time now, and see how he's going to remote the PDP, because all these people, they contributed in the destruction of PDP. But I can see the gathering of the heavyweights now from the south, from the north, we're trying to see how they are going to come together. But the thing is, the factor there is that Peter Obi is being seen as.
Let's talk. Is it true that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is going to France again? Continue talking. Let me have the news.
Yes. You understand. So that is just it. PDP need to be very careful this time around. I know that the gathering of the big names
now is going. According to the Nation this morning, say that Tinubu to hold talks with French leader Macron in Paris, France. That means Tinubu is going to France again. Continue now.
That is just it. So they need to do something. Look at the coalition. And be able to,
Mr. Chinedu, let me conscious again. You have been given a title. Mr. Chinedu is the future Minister of Fulani Affairs in Biafra Republic.
No, yes, because I will destroy them. Yes, I will destroy them. They are not Nigerians. They are not Igbos. They are not Yorubas. They are not Hausas. Why are they busy terrorizing everybody? If they give me that kind of position, of course, in less than 24 hours, they should know, just like what Trump is doing. When Trump came in, everybody that is into gay, homosexual, everybody maintained. As simple as that. You are championing what? See, you don't need to export violence because of religion. It's not correct. Practice your own the way you want. That's what makes Nigeria a secular nation. As simple as that. So what you are seeing actually is that I am saying it with every sense of honesty. If the opposition party in Nigeria did not sit down properly, forget about competing ambition, organize themselves. You can see the man from Delta State.
Let me this comment, I'm coming. I'm not sure Igbos learned anything from the war. If they did, they will stay in Biafra land and develop it and do everything possible to get international passport and international airport and seaport in Biafra. Do you agree to Mr.
No, unless maybe he doesn't understand the workings or how to get a seaport and an airport, because it has to do with, it has to go through the National Assembly. It has to go through government licensing. It has to go. There are so many protocols to that. You cannot do it without the federal government consent because you are not yet a sovereign nation. But whatever you are seeing in Igbo land today is purely individual effort. So we cannot back. It's not as if that the government said, "Oh yeah, Igbo people go and build the largest seaport in the world." The Igbos have the resources to do that. But when it becomes an issue of navigation, how to use it at the end of the day, then it still has to do with federal government having a hand, playing one role or the other in that respect.
Dr. Ukwoji said, Wike's political career ends with Tinubu's government. Ramsey Ezigbo, good morning, sir. We are glad to have you, one of our viewers. For the Sako said, it's tackling you said that sometimes he do speaks on both sides of his mouth, but he has not yet explained on that. But how does this kind of comment come to you, sir? Mr. Forisako said sometimes he do speak from both sides of his mouth. How does this kind of comment come to you?
No, I don't know what he means by both sides of the mouth. You understand? Maybe he can point at some things he is not comfortable with. You know, maybe I can explain that. You know, but what my position is very correct based on the question that comes to me. Like the issue of Wike, that's my opinion, that's my position on the issue of Wike. I do not support the Wike's activities against PDP for now, because PDP met Wike. On issue that has to do with, you know, release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I'm in support of that. I'm a Biafran and a Biafranist anyway. That is the truth. It's my identity. I have accepted it. So I don't know any way or how. That's me. I don't know any how or way I speak from both sides of the mouth. You know, but the fact still remains is that my position has always been justice and fairness. That is my position.
Thanks so much for coming, Mr. Chinedu. Let me have Mr. Raf. It is his turn now. Mr. Raf, good morning. Mr. Raf, it's his turn now. It's your turn now. It's not my turn then. Where's Oluwa self? Good morning, Mr. Raf. This morning, you are welcome to bystanders at the newsstand this morning, Mr. Raf.
Good morning,
sir.
Good morning.
Let's talk about the fact that our former speaker, as of our representative, Yakubu Dogara said that Nigeria as a country have not learned any lesson from the civil war. And he mentioned how the Igbos are trying to form themselves, IPOB, the Oduduwa, the men, the Nigeria Delta. How does that kind of statement come to you from the former speaker of the House of Representatives?
If you look at him, he's sounding so authoritative and actually trying to indicate that he's one of the Fulani, political Fulani masters to our politicians. He's sounding so authoritative because if you look at his statement, this is a man that is careless, very negligent. He doesn't care about what is happening to Nigerians currently. He doesn't care how Fulani herders are killing farmers in Southwest, killing communities here. Ugoji, good morning. Communities in Abia State, communities in the farmland, in the farm area of Ebonyi State, killing farmers in Anambra, Imo, everywhere. And all this, at least, very, very infuriating. It infuriates the Igbos. How people from Dogara kinsmen are buying Igbos, buying Yorubas, buying Mid-Belters, buying people in the South. Okowa's local government has been taken over by Fulanis. Dogara doesn't know. Because Dogara is busy reading what? Quran in the mosque. Quran. Listen to Imam. Following Islamic ideology. Everything about Islam. That's why Dogara.
You are welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Mr. Dogara.
Good morning, Mr. Rafa.
Good morning, Ikechuku, my brother. Tunde, my brother. Good morning. So, had he been Dogara is not a selfish man. He should have known that Igbos has been provoked beyond what? Endurance. Igbos and Yorubas, they are trying to at least distance themselves from your kinsmen because your kinsmen are selfish. They are attacking Tinubu because of the gain, the selfish gain they were gaining from getting from the previous administration of Buhari. The Fulanis, the Ariwa elders, they are not getting those gains anymore. I thank God that Aisha Buhari, she has distanced herself. Maybe she's in Qatar or Saudi Arabia now. So all those are Alomajeri gathering on the compound and she will be feeding them, giving them money, 1,000. The woman has gone far. Then Buhari himself has at least relocated to Niger, and is no longer around to share food and rice free to Alomajeri, as it is encoded within Islamic tradition that you will feed people. Some people will come out and declare, we are poor, we are begging money from place to place, so give us better plates. You will buy golden plates and give all of them, they will be begging. Certain Nigerians will be working, going to school, reading, studying. You are busy rearing cattle, begging money, reading Quran, building mosque. Oga Dogara, you are sounding so highly misguiding. It's a misguided information and stories or narratives from you. Because why? You are a Fulani man.
My man, Raf, good morning.
You are good morning, my brother Kinjoba. My brother Kinjoba.
We are still talking about that the Afghan nation is not negotiable.
Yes.
And it must come.
It must come. Because we don't reason same with Dogara them. Dogara is from the king's men. Same with who? El-Rufai. That's why that I know Bana Ganiru, I know Bana Ganazu. When we are beating drum, dancing forward, Fulani will be beating their own drum, dancing backward because of what? Arabic ideology. Quran and all its teaching.
But Saudi Arabia is an Islamic country. They are doing
white. The Fulanis are aggrieved children of Cain. Cain was the first assassin in the world history. He killed his brother as a result of jealousy. The spirit of Cain is manifesting in Fulanis. Leave Saudi Arabia alone. They are white, they have good hearts. Fulani want you to bend down and worship Allah 5 times every day. That's why Sadano Sokoto has left his domain. Run! Come down to South. Go to beg Igbos to install Sharia law and court. Employ Hijba. They will employ Emeka Uchenna, everybody Hijba. We go to wear jumper as Sharia police. We'll be arresting people that are drinking kai in various bars. And we will ban Nigerian breweries, the biggest in West Africa, at Enugu town. Are you listening to me? So that we have to generate the income again from those Nigerian breweries. When Fulani men manufacture brukutu, when they brew their brukutu, local gin or local wine, then they will sell all those muatolo, all those animals they are running around. That is what is going to give Southeast revenue to develop Southeast. Because Islam abhors drinking. But when the money realized from Nigerian breweries come, they will come with Ghana must go. And chill, they will use it to pay their salary, not knowing that that money is as a realization of alcohol sales. We realize it from alcohol sales. And you are distancing yourself from alcohol while you are collecting money made from alcohol. The highest barbarity is a case of barbarity, not a case of civilization. Ignorance of the highest order. Lack of knowledge. They have not actually known that the way they are practicing Islam, which they preach to the whole world that is for justice, is for peace, is for love, is the truth. But further studies, case studies, actually indicate that what Fulanis are telling Nigerians about Islam is not so. Fulanis are outside telling you it is for peace. When they get indoor, they practice another thing. Another thing that has come with it is grabbing land, Islamizing Christians everywhere in Nigeria so that they are going to be dominating us. And actually, they have been dominating for donkey years. Many years they are in control of Nigeria. But how God punished them is, what is it that they have actually benefited? Have they given to the society back anything that is good as a result of their dominance, political dominance in Nigeria? Have they given to Nigerians? Have they given to themselves? Have they given to those children, those babies? Look at all of them all over Lagos. They will be pulling your cloth, begging you money. Instead of schooling, putting those children to school.
Let me take you on this, Mr. Ralph.
Religion of ignorance.
Yeah,
no verse. Please, August Adano Soto, no verse. We are newsmen. Do you know why? You want to put Sharia, install Sharia in Imo State, install Sharia in the Ebonyi State and Anambra State. Thank you, sir. Do you know what? We are gathering together as Pentecostal Fellowship Association of Nigeria. We are coming towards your palace. Please, give your life to Jesus Christ. If we can give you a Bible, you recite it and give your life to Christ. Confess Jesus Christ. I think we will have no reason.
Sultan should give his life to Christ.
Thank you.
No, I'm asking.
My brother, he should give his life to Jesus Christ. That is when it is what? Interwoven. I don't know what I understand. So that if there is Sharia, if there is Quran, if there is mosque in Anambra, Imo State, and so on and so forth, we will be regarding the Sultana because he has given his life to Christ. And Sultana, you will be going to every retreat, every night vigil and crusade. That is when we actually understand that Nigeria truly is a state with cohesive religion. You know, that can coexist. Everybody has the right with his own personal religion, or we as a group. If I pray to Allah, then you will pray to God Almighty through Jesus Christ. There will be no problem.
Okay,
but you imposing on us only Muhammad and Allah, Prophet Muhammad and Allah everywhere in Nigeria. if there's something is wrong with that place. Or they are correct.
Okay, now let's. There's a line of thought, and which is the fact that Fulanis are the least. I mean, in terms of numbers, they are the least tribe in Nigeria. But according to you and historian, people know you as a very great man.
Yeah.
Then how did the Fulanis now become so powerful that all tribes seem to be afraid of them?
Listen, this is what my history told me. Say, listen, the Fulanis, they are wanderers. They wander from place to place. They don't have permanent place as their country. They come, they stay, they grab lands where they are staying and turn it into their own. They do what? Give you an orientation that their religion is better than your own. And by staying with you, overwhelmingly they will take over the whole political positions in your land, in your country. Gradually they come like night rain until virtually all government agencies in that particular country, in that particular state, in that particular community, they will be employed in those departments. Overwhelmingly they will take over. This, my story, is exactly what happened in 18th centuries in the north. Though they came before 18th centuries, but they become dominant, domineering as of 18th centuries when they overcome the king of the houses there by giving them their women for marriage. When they struck, they used those women as mercenaries, poisoning all their Hausa husbands. That was how they, at least, give them orientation that Islam, the Fulani themselves practice, is quite different from Islam. The Hausa, the Kanuri, and the rest of the tribes, other tribes in Hausa land, in the Northland, are practicing. From that, politically they dominate. Okay, in terms of wealth, Fulani dominate in the north. They went to school, they go to school, they tell you don't go to school, read the Quran. They will use Alpha to brainwash you. Alpha will keep you in the mosque. Alpha sometimes imprison some students. I thought you read it in the recent time. A situation whereby they captured that doctorate degree holder from Germany, lock him up for years in the mosque. In a compound, a clement like that, you don't have freedom to go out. They will start teaching you all this, study about extremism, how you will just do this, do that for Allah and get to heaven with many virgins. Okay, they dominate Nigeria today using Osman and Fodio conquests of the Fulanis in the north, in the mid-belt, marching towards southeastern Nigeria. I don't understand. Okay. To draw their sword into Atlantic Ocean, but it wasn't easy. They even dominated the Yorubas. At the axis of Kwara today, Ochun State, Oyo State, and Ogun State, Fulani has virtually taken everywhere there. Because there are mosques, there are imams in these states of the southwest, I'm just telling you.
Let's talk about this. Look at my time. Pastor is here. Tinubu to hold talks with French leader Macron in Paris. Now, this is where my question came from. Mr. Dogara said that Tinubu goes to France like why always travel to UK when it was selected as the president of Nigeria. Do you agree with that?
France.
And the local test is telling you, tell Igbos to come home and develop Igbo land. Local test Nigeria Limited is telling you that.
Okay.
Yeah, let's talk on that.
Okay, let me tell you. You see the reason why he barely, he hardly travels to UK. United Kingdom is having the largest. Nigerians, Igbos and Yorubas are too many in the UK. Tinubu, if he continues going to UK, he go wound. Let me use the word. Tinubu go wound. He go carry wound come home. Each and every time he travels to UK, he used to run from his hotel room to the airport. They will chase him around. So, teamly, largely, the United Kingdom, Nigerians are there. All tribes. And they don't want to see this kind of anomalies going on. That's why Tinubu hardly travels to UK now. But France, we are not many. Nigerians are not many in France. And France has interest in Nigeria, which, of course, you all know. Our oil, our uranium, and other mineral resources. I don't understand. So he has interest that he's playing along with, with Macron. They have, both of them, they know the interest they are pursuing. So he travels more to France than the UK in the recent
time. So thanks so much for coming. I like how, let me have a pastor. Let me have Pastor. Pastor, good morning.
Good morning.
But I don't know if Lagos, it's what it's
Join my brother and I know me.
I don't know if you can join him.
No, not me.
I know, there's a way I ask him Pastor question. Let me watch you for like 2 minutes.
Okay.
I have a reason. Pastor question is
God bless you.
good morning, sir. I don't know be Lagos.
I don't know be Lagos. Stand stay. I agree.
I don't know be Lagos.
I don't know be Lagos, my brother.
Okay.
Edo be Lagos. Edo has been defeated. APC defeated Edo. Edo no be Lagos for what? Edo has been defeated by APC. Go come
No,
be Lagos.
I don't know be Lagos. No.
Okay.
I stand on that.
Okay, I don't know be Lagos. Dogara said, let's just talk on that. Say that Nigeria has not learned from the civil lesson from the civil war. Do you agree with Yakubu Dogara?
You see, those politicians just come and bring us some word outside and Dogara. When Dogara was enjoying under PDP or APC, now he's no more in power anymore. So he's looking for relevance from the president of Nigeria, Bola Tinubu. So for me, why are you measuring war? What war? Are we not in war already? Are we not fighting? The best weapon to fight war is hunger. I get me. If war come today, we take it. So for me, for him saying that, what's the reason? Why is he bringing that kind of this thing now? I don't understand. What we need now, we need peace. We need peace. War. We're already fighting war already. Go to Ebonyi. They just killed some churches. That way yesterday, Lord Tuesday. Go to North, everywhere, war, fighting. So what I need, let the politician come and rescue Nigeria. Not that Nigeria did not learn. Who learn? Those who fight war, most of them have gone. They are dead. So when he was there, what are they achieved? What is it help Nigeria? What did it tell Nigeria? What did it help Nigeria? It's no more there. It's made war. We don't need war now.
Okay. Oh, no. I don't know because we're not talking about war. He's just saying that he mentioned groups, Old People's Congress, Middle Belt, MENT, IPOP, and all those things. I said that we are not, as in Nigerians are not supposed to be forming groups again. That we should have learned from the civil war. But he's from the north. He didn't mention maybe Fulani, Esme, all those that.
No, I'm just going that way. That whether who is he talking to? That's the question. Those people are fighting for their rights. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We're already on the war already. It's not too late to carry gun. It's the war. I don't understand. If you go to southeast, there's no peace. If you go to southwest, there's no peace. You go to south, there's no peace. You go to the north, there's no peace. What I want is that let all political people, whether retire or new, to sit down, look way forward. The weapon, as I said again, the weapon is hunger. We're already at war under hunger. We don't need to carry gun. I don't understand. Whether IPO, whether this, but those people are fighting for their own interests. I get me. Like Nnamdi Kanu, everybody know the ideology of Nnamdi Kanu, that they need proper because Nigeria is not one. I get me. So Oduduwa, what of Oduduwa? I don't know fighting.
So, I don't know because Nigeria is not one. I'm asking you a question.
We are not one, eh? We are not one. When election come for Southwest, they say I should not come up, but I'm not a Yoruba man. So are we one?
Mr. Yam,
yeah.
Kabaka has chased away all your councillors. Edo is Lagos. So Oluwaseun Okrege, good morning from UK. Mr. Oluwaseun Okrege, you are welcome. Drop your comment, like. Tinubu knows that he won't be able to hide something if he goes to UK too. For example, that's many Nigerians working editors in Britain. Yeah, continue. Edo now don't be Lagos.
No.
That's what Ramsey Ezigbo is saying.
See,
you are welcome. Okay.
See, the issue of Kabaka, issue of APC. Anyway, they are done with you. Court will throw them out. Court very soon. Court will throw APC out because Edo people did not vote for APC. You can see the kind of revolution that is coming out. Kabaka will see, all of them will see chase away. I can see PDP is winning. Very soon they will declare PDP, but I pray. But with the Bola Tinubu that is there, I don't know, because our justice system is not working. If justice system is working, that election is for PDP directly because Edo still remain Lagos. I'll tell you why. I say Edo not be Lagos. Yes, PDP did not work very well, like Obaseki, did not do much, but he tried, did not do much. So for him going, now let's test APC as far as APC is there. That's why I said I don't know Lagos. But in Lagos State, you have more parties since 1999. You need to change, If you don't work, that's why I said don't be Lagos. Because I mean, whether Kabaka, no Kabaka, all we know, we need development. We need peace. We need food. My brother, look at me now. You see my cloth. You know, if you see my cloth, no ironing, you know where I'm coming from. No food, nothing to charge. So, my brother, what we need light, we need food, we need good road. That is it. Not war. We don't need war.
Okay, let me.
So Edo, I still stand, whether you like it or not. Edo, not be Lagos.
Lokotes said Edo has become Lagos. Lokotes, Nigeria.
No. Edo not be Lagos. Where we have one man since 1999. No. Edo, we have changed. So we change party who do well. If you do well, we keep you. If you don't do well, but in Lagos say you work, you don't work like someone it's not working. So Edo not be Lagos. Thank you very much. God bless you.
I don't know Lagos. No. It should be my last speaker today. See, Oluwa came. Later, Oluwa will say, I don't always give him time. Oluwa came here, he left. So, you see, tomorrow they will say, oh, Oluwa does not like them. Oluwa does not give them time. When you come, you go. What can I do? Pastor Martin is my last speaker today. That's why I have to have you on 4 topics. That's why I said, let him come. Bagudu Nation newspaper this morning says Bagudu, why Tinubu raised budget 2025 by 4.52 trillion naira. Let me go to other pages so that people understand what I'm saying. Now, budget has now become 54 trillion naira. Expert divided according to the Punch. FG asked for 4.5 trillion agri infrastructure funds. What are your opinion this morning about that?
My opinion is that this is not the first time we'll be seeing budget in Nigeria. I think this is the second budget this government will be coming up with. But the question is, the last budget that is running, what are the dividends of democracy coming out from it? Even if you say you are diversifying into agriculture, are we seeing result in all your intervention in agriculture before now? Because you need to draw inference from the antecedent of the government, areas they have done, what they have done in the past with respect to.
Hello, Mr. Matthew, Dr. Okwaji. Can greet him, but then continue.
What I'm saying in essence is, I am not moved by the jacking of the budget figure, because for me it's going to be business as usual. We have never seen any prudent management of resources of Nigerian money. It's not just spectacular to this government. It has always been like that since inception of this democracy. The only way we can start seeing prudent management of money if we get it right through our electoral process. Because the way it stands, politicians are not afraid of whether they will be elected or they will not be elected because they rely on rigging. That's even better explain the reason APC will tell you that they are not perturbed when they saw almost all the opposition political leaders, all the opposition figures coming together to form a common front. They will tell you that they are not bothered because they know they have all the instruments of government to perpetuate themselves into power and come back, whether legally or illegally.
So, Mr. Matthew, experts are not divided over that same budget that they're talking about. But okay, that has become Lagos, everything that's greeting you. But let me read from this major newspaper. It is a Punch which says that PDP crisis. Wike camp kicks as BOT backed governor on the new secretary of the PDP. What are your opinions about that? It seems like they're going to cut the hands of Wike in the PDP.
I think the major problem of Nigerian democracy, or rather Nigerian politicians, is impunity. It's impunity because politicians know they don't always respect rule of law. They don't always respect court ruling. Do I understand that currently the two contending persons, I think Udoye and Iwayan, there is court judgment that says Udoye is the secretary to the of the party, and there's another completed judgment, and both of them is court of appeal. One is in Enugu and one is in Abuja. But again, I think judiciary is part of our problem, because this is not the first time we'll be hearing the authorities in judiciary telling judges that they should not be giving conflicting judgment. You understand that if a high court in Enugu, for instance, give a judgment, another high court in Abuja ought not to interfere or give judgment in that same issue because they are court of coordinate jurisdiction, equal power, equal jurisdiction. But in this case, we are seeing Court of Appeal in Enugu ruling in favor of one person, Court of Appeal in Abuja ruling in favor of the other person, asking that the status quo should be maintained. I think the one in Abuja ruled in favor of Iwayan, asking that the status quo should be maintained. That is after a Court of Appeal in Enugu ruled and recognized Udoye as the secretary of the party. So I think judiciary is part of our problem. But however I look at it, looking at the angle from where Iwayan is coming from, though according to him, he's saying that there is no constitutional provision in PDP that says if you are contesting for election that you should lose your position as an executive of the party. Remember that Iwayan went to contest as governor of Imo State under PDP. It is believed that he would have resigned his position before he went into that contest. But his argument is that the PDP constitution do not make provision for resignation as such that he still hold that position. However I look at it, I think he's coming from the angle of Wike because he's from the camp of Wike, and these are people who are bent on destroying that party.
So I'm looking at the fact that let's talk about what happened here. It's a bad news yesterday. 17 children died, 16 injured in Zamfara school fire. I don't know if we'll talk about that this morning, but let's go to this main topic today on the point which says Nigeria did not learn from civil war. Dogara is saying, and I've read it from the Punch newspaper this morning.
Actually, Nigeria didn't learn from civil war. I think I quite agree with that, because if they learned, I think Gowon would have implemented the 3R, because it was Gowon that made the world to know that there should be 3R, meaning reconstruction, reintegration, and rehabilitation. But at the end of the day, he never gave attention to any of those areas that would have addressed all the issues that gave rise to the civil war and appeased the mind of people who are grieved. But let me say that, unfortunately, Nigerian government do not respect rule of law. They do not respect people's rights, even as it has to do with the concern of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Because I had a conversation with someone, though what I want to say is all over the internet, but the point I'm trying to make is, in the United States of America, Texas conducts referendum, I think every 10 years or so. And this Texas had a pull out from Mexico, and through referendum joined America. So periodically they conduct referendum to determine whether they want to continue staying in the United States of America or not. And nobody will start hounding, arresting, intimidating anybody because he's talking about referendum. What I'm trying to say in essence is, if Nigeria is not working, or if people are saying they are not satisfied with the way the things are being run in Nigeria, it's not out of place for the government to manage, or rather to supervise a referendum to see whether people who are actually saying that they want to go, whether they are in the majority or not. So for me, I think the government of Nigeria is not getting it right. To answer your question directly, Nigeria do not learn from that civil war.
Oh, okay. Your opinion is that Nigerians have not learned anything. Let us go to the Tribune. It's on the Vanguard. Very bad news again about corruption in Nigeria. Government officials paid 100% for same hospital project 5 times. I said five times without construction. ICPC means Independent Corporate Commission boss is saying, under listed wife, son-in-law on payroll, Mr. Matthew. They say there's no money in Nigeria, but look at how people are wasting money. What are your opinions about this?
It's not surprising. That is the way they spend Nigerian money. Is it not even surprising to you that up to more than 1 year after Batedu was suspended, the allegation they raised against him, the public is not yet in the know of whether the allegation is true or not. The money that was allegedly paid into private account, the public is not aware of how that money is being utilized. Are you not even surprised that a Buhari government borrowed $800 million from World Bank in anticipation of whoever will win the election in 2019? In 2023, to be used to cushion the effect of subsidy ruba on gasoline, because he already foresee the ruba subsidy ruba on gasoline. When Tinubu became president, up to today, we are not aware how the money was spent. So when you talk about mismanagement, corruption, I think that is the problem we are facing. And how to get out of it is what we are looking at. So I'm not surprised when you start telling me about all that, because I think it's a norm. It's a norm in Nigeria currently.
Because it's like I'll be giving you more time today. King Jogba said, my man Matthew, good morning to you, the man with accurate statistics. Omogbegi Igbenogba is greeting you. Good morning.
Thank you very much.
DJ Logan say, what a wonderful glorious day without Pastor Obongo. He's on the mountain praying for dollar to drop. Mr. Omogbegi is greeting you. Mr. Matthew, I greet you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Lukutes Nigeria Limited said, good morning, Pastor.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Matthew, you are, let me read it out. You still remain the best in bystander. Thank you, sir, for your brilliant analysis. You still remain the best.
Thank you very much.
That's Mr. Omogbegi Igbenogba. Adije Longe said, please like and share this program. God bless you, Mr. Adije Longe. So I'll be giving Mr. Matthew more time so that we can have conversation today. But let me read some of our comments so that I'll be asking questions from that end. There this morning. Okay, I'm looking at many conversations here this morning. Unfortunately, the civil war has not ended completely. Nigeria is still fighting the Igbos directly or indirectly. Dr. Okoji is saying that. Do you agree with him? Talk on that.
There is no argument about that. I keep saying it, that the reason you are seeing renewed agitation is because of the government decision to address those ethno-religious imbalance that exist in Nigeria before the civil war. Someone like Professor Woloseka have said it repeatedly, that Biafra is an ideology. You can only defeat it from an ideological point of view. And that ideological point of view is by engaging with the people, not the brute force we are seeing. Who forced Nigerian government to go into recognizing and domiciling UN Charter that talks about self-determination? It is something they did willingly. So why do you now start flouting it? When people come through that angle to say, I want self-determination, you are handling, arresting, intimidating. So for me, Nigeria is not one in any way. That is the truth. Because by providence, God created outside different people. Created the Igbo people, different people. Created the Yoruba people, a different people in their own unique way. But it is not still out of place to come together as a people, even if you have different background, different language, different ethnicity and all that. But they have to be true unanimous agreement. Not what we have currently, a situation where someone somewhere will use instrumentality of state, of coercive power to coerce people into this entity called Nigeria. So for me, I think the government can do better.
He said, okay, to him that the government might do better. Like governors, PDP, BOT, and all this Ude Okoye, talk about that. But my own is that, okay, what is only immediately is to anarchy. Do you think that Wike can be a spoiler? We look at 2027, we can be projecting from now, we are 2025, just 2 years. Do you think that Wike can be a spoiler to the PDP ambition of taking over from the APC?
Wike is already playing the spoiler game. If you give me PDP to manage, my first task will be to show a Wike the door out of that party. Whatever claim you have that he played any major role in financing the party in the past, it is immaterial. Because the role he's playing currently is trying to destroy that party. That is the truth. And the earlier he's shown the road or the door out of that party, the better for that party. I'm not a member of PDP. I do not belong to any political organization. But the truth remains that the Wike haven't gone to serve in the cabinet of Senator Amebola Tinubu have decided to destroy that party. Because come to think of it, if PDP were to go into election in 2027 and Bola Tinubu were to be on the ballot in 2027, will a Wike abandon Tinubu to work for whoever becomes the PDP candidate? I don't think so. So the point is, the earlier you remove Wike from that party, the earlier, the better for that party.
Now, finally, I've left the issue of paper. There's nothing on the paper. There's really nothing. There's nothing on the paper. Now, let's talk about Nigeria as a country. Pastor, do you think Mr. Kunle said that Nigeria has a population problem? We are too much, and we have that. Do you agree with him? Let's talk about that.
Why will I be? I would not agree with him. the problem we have with the management of our resources. How the government manage our resources. Because look at the amount of money we are budgeting. At the end of the day, the government will tell you that the budget perform up to 80, 90, 70% as the case may be. But you begin to ask yourself, you look around, you will not see the actual reality on ground in terms of that budget performance. It got to show that the best budget performance was channeled into personal pockets. Because if you are looking at the population, yes, Nigeria population is on increase, just like any other country. But I don't think that is our problem. Our problem is the inability to prudently manage our resources.
Then, you talking about that. Finally, we are closing now. Do you think that the oil that God has given to Nigeria, is it a blessing or is it a curse?
It's a curse. It's a curse because if you look at since we start oil exploration, before the oil exploration, all the major infrastructural development in Nigeria was done through agriculture. Now we have more money. We have more potential to deliver on infrastructure. And we are not showing result on ground. What happened is the crude made Nigerian government to be lazy. Because it happened before now, the government know that for you to cultivate, you need effort. So they were channeling money through maybe mechanized system of farming, trying to give people grants so that they could cultivate, export to foreign exchange. I tell you that my father told me that as a student in his time, as a youth, that you go and tap rubber. There was a collection point where the government would come, they will sell it. It was a routine thing every day. I want to tell you that currently, if you go to my local government, you will not see any rubber plantation. And these were being exported to countries where, because that is raw material for social, farm beds, and others. But currently, you will not find it, you will not find even a single rubber plantation. Because as soon as they discover oil, the government found easy money, all attention shifted away from agriculture, and they focus on the crude. And the government do not invest a dime. Because by the time the government will break, let's say, Lagos Sedimentary oil blocks, they invite oil companies to start exploring. That's even after allocating it to individuals by privilege. Then, by the time the oil company discovers oil, they will start bringing in their equipment. All this while, Nigerian government will stand aloof. They are not investing money to dig a oil rig in the deep sea. They are talking about more than $1 billion. The Nigerian government will not bring any investments. By the time the crews start coming out, NNPC will step in to collect 60%. This they do across board, whether it's Mobi, whether Chevron, whether Shell, they collect across board. This is the money they mismanage. The oil companies that collect 40%, look at what Chevron shares, Mobi, look at what they do with 40%. But Nigeria that collects 60% across board, you cannot see evidence of that money anywhere in Nigeria. So for me, somehow, the oil is a cost, because if we didn't discover the crude, I think by now we would have gone forward with agriculture in terms of infrastructure development.
All of our viewers are thanking you for your wonderful analysis. That's what I'd like to have you. Well, thanks for coming, Mr. Matthew, and then God bless you, Mr. Lua. See time where you come, but come and talk. If I didn't, they will say, Mr. Lua, I'm watching too, and I will ask you this straight boss question. Carry that language on here. Do you regret voting for the APC?
APC is regrettable. Final answer. End of discussion. APC, nobody even pray for APC to come again. And I believe they can't come anymore.
Somebody tackled Kunle.
No matter the systematic they are going to play, their days are numbered and their days are gone.
Somebody tackled Kunle that Mr. Kunle, if given the opportunity, will vote for APC again. That's Mr. Alijo's analogous position.
See, let me tell you one thing.
Will you vote for APC again? Will the way are like this?
See, let me tell you one thing. 100% periodic answer. Nobody will queue for their back anymore.
Are you sure?
Am I sure? Don't you see what is happening? The situation is happening in the country. Everybody dying every day. They want us to die forevermore. See, APC came and they will go. Somebody came and said, "Na in turn, and your turn you fail. You can't continue." Simple as APC. Me and you go school now. When you do maths, you fail them. You don't again fail them. You go repeat, you go. See, let us be truthful with ourselves. PDP came, we saw how they go. APC came, brainwashed Nigeria to move them out. And now they move them out. They came in. What is the difference? What is the difference between APC and PDP? The difference is very, very, very clear. One is 85% good, one is 15%. You understand? You can't compare both of them. So Nigeria now see the reality of the war. Nigeria now know who. See, let me tell you one thing. If they thank God they can finish the 4 years, but after 4 years, come 2027, that may be the end of Nigeria if they want to say they want to stay by force.
Do you think, and no, on this platform, though, we don't resort to violence on this platform. But
what is a violence? See,
but you think that just have that temerity to say no to bad leaders?
See, let me tell you one thing. See, Nigeria, no. See, Nigeria is a country. Me and you know Nigeria. Nigeria, they know the brainwash us twice. The third time we'll say enough is enough.
Do you think Nigerians have that mind to say enough is
what
enough?
in Nigeria they go through now, you don't even pass that to say they get the mind. They are just waiting for that day. And God, then they sustain me and you. And God will let us see that day. Except along the line, then check, then change their policy, they change their thinking. See yesterday now, every day you go see tariff high, everything high.
Oluwa, you have learned your lesson. That's coming from Mr. Adije Longi.
God will bless you. See, you have to learn your lesson. If you don't learn your lesson, you will fail forevermore.
Oluwa, my man, forevermore. Oyemi is calling you that he said that you are his man.
See, God will bless all of you. God will bless all of you forevermore. Because we have to say the truth. Say the truth will set you free. You can't, because of say you like somebody and it's killing you, you continue. No, you go both sides. Even though the sad devil say when you don't tire, go back to God.
Amogbe Igbinoba asked me, okay, APC did not win power. APC did not win the power. I selected them. Okay, APC did not win, but people selected them for the country, not the people.
That is the reality.
Mr. Dudok, I was saying that Mr. Ariwan, why is there no good news in Nigeria? I said this morning. As you are seeing me now, Nigerian time, I've woken up by 3 a.m. I said, somebody asked me that why is there no good news? And I said today, I'll give Nigerians good news. So I woke up by 3 a.m. Since 3 a.m. Till now, I've not slept. I was searching for good news. I could not see anything. Because it's not my fault.
Because of the system on ground, from the top to the down, they don't care about the good news.
Oluwawan, I shall you be the president because vote will not count in 2027.
See, let me see, when you say vote will not count, there is a time when they say vote will count or vote will not count. But this time around, Nigeria, even though inside forest, they don't say hungry day, problem day. There is no reality coming from the government. So we have to oppose them. Then they say no, enough is enough.
Enough? Okay, can we say enough is enough?
It's 100% pure.
Okay.
We are human beings. We're not different from other countries when they say enough is enough.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Oluwa.
God will bless you. God will bless all of our viewers.
Okay, thank you so much. I think I have to find a way to give Mr. Oluwa his time. All of our viewers, if you enjoy what we serve you today, stay with us tomorrow. Like I always say, stay on the platform Flip TV. Other interesting programs, the videos are going to be dropped. You're going to watch them, events, political, you drop this kind of videos on this particular platform. If you enjoy what we do, what we serve you today, Friday edition tomorrow morning will be live again from the streets of Lagos, Ogba, Ikeja. We're live once again to serve all of our viewers. You are the king and queen on this platform, and we love you here. We appreciate all of you, all of our viewers this morning. Omo Odua, thanks for watching. God bless you. King Joe Ogba. King Joe, thanks for watching. God bless you. Mazi David Tunde Okafor, God bless us for watching. Dr. Ukuoji, God bless us for watching them. Chukwe Jukuwewu, God bless us for watching. For the Seko, God bless us for watching them. Emmanuel, we love you, thanks for watching. Lukuta Nigeria Limited, God bless us for watching. Miss Das Oyabo, God bless you, we love you. Adija Longe, God bless you, we love you. Lukuta Nigeria Limited, God bless you. Precious Ikedi, God bless you. Slesong, God bless you. Adija Longe, God bless you. Ramsey Ezigbo, God bless you this morning. Ikechuku Samuel Ezagugu, God bless you. Many of them, Billy in the world, God bless you this morning. Oluwaseun Craig, we love you here. Thank you for always watching us. Every upliftment good. Love from Lagos Island. We love you, Mr. Upliftment Good this morning. Omogbe Igbinoba, God bless you. Lillian Pascal, God bless you this morning. Many more. Lesson, we love you. All of you. Oike Kalu, God bless you. We love you here. We love all of our viewers. That is why we're always here. Stay with us. We'll be here tomorrow. God bless you. And stay safe. We love you, all of you. I don't go kill myself.
Now this morning I see your channel. I can do it like the.
I really need viewer. I don't blog now.